Alright, what is up guys? It's Zura here, and it's time for another week where I watch your replays and give you guys feedback on them. Uh, Again, if you want your replays to be critiqued or commented or whatever you want to call this. Oh my god, I forgot to turn the notifications off, I always got that. Wolfrock, thank you for the raid, I appreciate it. Thank fucking god this wasn't in the middle of it. I can restart. I'll just turn alerts off. I guess, yeah. Alright, I guess I have to restart recording. What is up guys, it's Zura here, and today I have for you another week of me reviewing your replays, where you guys send in your replays and I review your gameplay, and tell you what you did wrong, all that stuff. If you want me to do that for you, send me your replays. Links down below in the comments, email, Discord, either or. Yeah. This week we have JW. He's playing Bluish Flames, so yeah. You think he shows me his list here? So overall, the list is relatively straightforward. Already playing the Spring Breeze Messenger starter. I'm playing on JP right now, but on global, I still think you're probably better off playing Wingle at the moment, just because you don't really need the Spring Breeze. No, it's fine for what it is, but it's like you don't really. I think it just comes down to preference. I will note that right now on global, you should probably be still be playing Barkle for the mirror, for specifically the mirrors, because if you end up playing the mirror and your opponent just rides Garmors a bunch, you have no way to push for damage. You don't want to be using Zenith unless you absolutely have to. So Barkle is a way for you to cheat damage. You use if you call Zenith off the top with it, because if you don't know how that works, you last really boost. You go see the double intercept. You go rear to rear, vanguard to rear. The first rear is unboosted, and then you go, and then any power you get, you check off the triggers goes to the booster behind the first rear lane that swung, and then you have the blade, the blade boosted by the Barkle swing. You checked off 3, you call it Zenith, you call over the other rear that already swung. Zenith comes in as rest, but once Zenith, you use Zenith's skill, he goes back into the deck and he calls himself a stand. So you can get an extra attacking like that in the mirror against Garbour. So, I personally do think that right now you should absolutely be playing Barkle in the 4 slot, or at least the 3 slot in the great ones for now. I don't think Joseph is very good to begin with. I'm only playing right now on JP just because I think Barkle does too much for the deck. So yeah, I think Barkle definitely demands more than 1 slot in the deck right now. Grade 2, so just something to note here, he's playing 2 Rayneth. Nothing wrong with it. I think it's fine. Just something to note that he is playing it, but yeah, it's fine, because if Rayneth finds you a Percival or a Garmor, you don't mind having them, because if you find Percival, that's an extra Legion, meaning you converted that plus off of the Rayneth into the Percival into a plus onto the board. If you call Garmor lets you stop other boards from hitting you. So it's like a pseudo PG that stop the damage if you're double intercepting with the Garmor. So I think Rayneth's a cool tech here. And something to note that if you're playing Rayneth and you open it, you can toss all your grade 3s back to try and mull for PGs and stuff or other stuff that you want. So Rayneth definitely isn't a bad card, but it is to note that like he does cost a counterblast, and your starters all cost counterblast now, so it's kind of off. You end up running into like really awkward turn 2 where you have to decide what you want to use. And then grade 3, the 1 random metal scissors. I don't really agree with this. I never agreed with scissors in Liberators, but I guess it's the one of it doesn't matter too much. I personally, if you're scared of Link Joker, I'd rather just play Monarch. Otherwise, you can play like 1 core there instead of Legion, but just the 1 slot, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. I'm assuming it's only like, I'm assuming there's only 1 game. We're just playing 1 mirror. Only second 2. Only second up for next. Oh, what was the mulligan? Yeah. You ride, and then this is a follow up, and this is a. Obviously, no matter what grade 1 you draw here, you're gonna have the Joseph. It's a brick in your hand. You're about just riding it. You could put it down to aggro, but then that also gives your opponent the option to like kill off your Spring Breeze, which you do want to get some value out of. So I definitely think you should just ride Swing Pass. Definitely right, Josephus. Okay. I guess he's on aggro, but as a note here, because he's specifically playing Spring Breeze, it's fine to put it behind the Vanguard. But if this was any other starter, if this was, for example, Wingle, I would have put this off to the side, and then obviously I wouldn't put this out as well. But just know if you're playing any other starter, you draw the Barco like this, you should put this off to the side preemptively, just so that you can ride Blaster Blade and put the Barco behind the Blaster Blade. But since he is playing Spring Breeze, this is fine just because Spring Breeze doesn't get punished. He does do this, but this does put your Spring Breeze at risk of damage. Raw Dragon and Percival is fine. You do not mind having extra Percival in the hand unless you can greedy for an extra intercept on the board. Or whatever else you may find off the top. Okay, no Blade to punish to kill the Spring Breeze, and no Agile to push either. Like, it's a defensive, but your opponent is scaling 17. Use that pretty standard stuff here. What's the Zenith in here? Yeah, Red Blast Blade. Definitely do not use the Blast. Yeah, this is actually a pretty hard choice because he has the intercept here. If you use the Aglevel, you're not using Spring Breeze, and Spring Breeze is basically here just for turn 2. You want the value off the Star Rain as well, so it's like, what do you do here? I personally would probably just all Aglevel here, and then Clavel here, see what he gets in the end, and then choose what your line of play depending on what Aglevel plays. Okay, he does put the Aglevel there, he does use it. All pretty bad. I think it's even his Blast Blade, I guess. Blast Blade. Yeah, so this is telling me that he's not going to super push here. Yeah, that's fine. I personally would have been greedy here, to be honest. This is the one time I would have been greedy. Ignore the other Thought Trigger. I would have just let Blade Swing here and just go Spark Push for 2. This deck needs to push damage to like win games early. And since he is moving second, he does need to fill Drop Zone up eventually, so I think in a situation like this, I would have put this here just to fill the Drop Zone up. And just to fill the Drop Zone up. Another line of play that you could have done was put this in the front and put Sparkle here and just call over this. After like swing with this, and then swing rear to here, and then Vanguard to there. That is definitely a line of play you could have made, but this is fine too. This is the more conservative play. Oh, your opponent picked pretty bad because that rides his first ride Zenith. First ride Zenith is pretty fucking bad. This is like the last thing you want to ride ever. Last Blade. I wouldn't use this to kill anything. This is some Pega scale, boosters. Yeah, okay, this is just nice. This is on a 2-path. Maybe he 2-passes, who knows. This is okay, that's not too fast. This is Vanguard 0F, or anything can happen. See, this is also another problem here, is that because he put the Blaster Blade in the background, your board is kind of clogged here. And honestly, since you have Playable in hand, I wouldn't bother forcing the Legion here, but I guess overcalling Zenith, or just leaving it as a yeah, it's fine. Because you do have the Spring Breeze to just call over the Zenith for an intercept if you want to, so yeah, this is fine. Because he put the blade to the back, his board just kind of got clogged up. He did fix the board here with what he had with the Spring Breeze. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, you want a Balin here more than anything. Yeah, Balin. Yeah, you definitely want Balin here. I need to find it. So got extra damage in too. Actually, pretty good turn. You put a heal in the drop to Legion back later. You didn't force the Legion, which is a good thing here. And you set your board up for follow-up on the following turn. And your opponent's at 5 damage, and they're stuck on a Zenith. So. Pretty good, pretty good. This is just one of those situations where you're probably just gonna win. You probably won the game here. Obviously not guaranteed, but yeah, you probably won. I'd kill the Balin here, the opponent. He did not kill the Balin, so he loses the game now. So Balin? Zenith. I would have killed Balin here. There's no reason to let it stay on the board. Whatchamacallit, obviously I don't know how many PGs are in this guy's hand, right? But to maximize your chances of living here, you don't use Zenith skill at all. You don't use Zenith skill here at all. You just go rear to rear, rear to rear, Vanguard to Vanguard. You check for triggers, whatever, and then you leave them at 1 damage, and you force them to have the extra Balin to even do a follow up. Unless of course they have a Zenith in hand, which he does. I'm surprised he didn't call over the. I'm surprised he didn't call over the Blaster Blade. He called the Intercept. He definitely could have maybe dealt an extra damage here. He could have maybe PG checked here. Yeah, he could have PG checked here. I don't know why the opponent didn't call over this Blaster Blade. There's no reason not to. Legion. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. He actually didn't put. That's a very interesting choice of Legion. He chose with that Haggle build. I actually would have put I would have left the Agglebells in drop unless he was missing base, which I don't think he would. I would have left the Agglebells in drop here because you want triggers back, and then you want an extra Blaster Blade to call with this to get your chances of get a higher chance of calling the blade off the Percival, and then you can just call over that blade with the other blade to kill both intercepts off. I don't know, it's fine. Not the worst thing in the world. Just a little, just something I wouldn't have done here. I guess it's fine. Rounds of blade anyway. So. Rust Hub Rado. The only problem here is that you're not scaling properly because double 16, but yeah. And this is assuming he even called over the Blaster Blade to do the Blaster Blade again. Okay, so he does, yeah. Obviously, this resulted in the same thing that would have happened if you put the cards I put back for Legion, so they found the blade anyways, but yeah. I definitely think it was better there to put the blade back so you have a higher chance to find the blade. So. What does he find here? An Agglebell that does absolutely nothing behind the finger. Doesn't get punished for it. I actually would have called over the I would have called over the Agglebell with the Josephus just in case that they know defensive and no PG in hand. You scaled over a 6 deal. I definitely would have called over that just to make sure this hit if you didn't have the PG. But the win didn't matter. But yeah, just a little optimization. Yeah, more or less pretty fine play. Different routes that I would have taken for turn 2, but the different routes were fine. Just a different approach to it, but the plays weren't exactly bad or anything. I can't exactly call those like except for the turn 1. I think the turn 1 aggro here was really unnecessary. And that was unnecessary. He took a more conservative turn 2, where I would have went more aggro. But again, it wasn't bad play. Playing conservatives does pay off sometimes. It's fine, and yeah, everything else was pretty fine. Just the thing at the end too, I would have called over the Agglebell here because it doesn't do anything behind the Vanguard. Just to skill over a 6 heal in case he didn't. And overall, nothing really too noticeable that to point out or anything that was like super bad or anything. That's it for this week. Again, if you want me to review your videos, your replays, links down below where you can send them to me. Like and subscribe, all the good stuff, and I'll see you guys next time.